follow me, not much, but
See, I just find that incredible. That if I was a young footballer and I had Cristiano Ronaldo at my club, that I wouldn't want to spend every second watching him, listening to him, observing the way you go about your business. And yet, from what you're saying, clearly, they're not interested.
they don't care. Some ones yes, but most of them no. But for me, it's not surprise me. Don't surprise me because they're not gonna have longevity careers, in my opinion. It's impossible. It's impossible to see, for example, my generation, you see many players, they reach 36, 37, 38 in a high level. I think this generation, you're gonna count by your hands how many gonna reach in that level, because these years of preparation, it helps a lot.
Who are the players in the world that you most admire for their mental strength, their attitude?
It's difficult question because I'm always can say what I see from my eyes. For example, if you tell me what I see, for example, in Manchester United, I can mention probably Dalot, Diogo Dalot. His example is young, but he's very, very professional. And I'm not doubt that he's gonna have longevity in the football because he's young, he's smart, intelligent, and he's very professional. You have a few ones more, but like him, it's difficult to see. Probably Martinez, Casemiro's 30s, but I will say Dalot.
Coming next, Ronaldo opens up on the toughest moment of his life. So Rangnick's come in, it's your second manager, it's not working, the results aren't great. You're still scoring goals regularly for Manchester United. You're about the only one who is. But then you get hit by an awful episode in your life, probably the worst time of your life, where your partner, Georgina, she's pregnant with twins and is actually giving birth to these two babies. And your baby son doesn't survive. And I don't think I can imagine, I have 4 kids, you have a lot of children, you know, you can't imagine a worse thing to happen than to go a full term of a pregnancy, particularly for the poor mother in that case, but also for you. What was that like for you, that time in your life?
It's probably the worst moment that I passed through my life since my father died, you know. When you have a kid that you expect that everything will be normal and you have that problem, it's hard, you know. As human being that I am, me and Georgina, we had quite difficult moments because we don't understand why happened to us. Was difficult, to be honest. Was very, very difficult to understand what's going on in that period of our life. As you know, the football carry on. They are so fast, many competitions. The football don't stop. We have many competitions. And pass through in that moment was probably the most difficult moment that I had in my life. Me and my family, especially Gio, that was tough.
She said she was giving an interview about the new series of her TV show. And she said in an interview, a big piece of my heart shattered. And I asked myself how I could carry on. I had the answer nearer than I thought. I looked into the eyes of my children, and there I saw the only way of doing it being all together.
Yeah, I saw too. Yeah, this is why what we did. I grew up my family, especially Gio, and we had the difficult moments, but we said, listen, we have more kids. We have one that born, Bella, that we have to be happy too.
I mean, such a difficult situation again, where you're mourning the terrible loss of your little baby boy, but also celebrating the birth of your beautiful daughter.
I try to explain sometimes to my family and even my close friends. They say, I never felt to be happy and sad in the same moment.
Yes.
I never felt. It is hard to explain.
So difficult.
So difficult. you don't know if you cry or you don't know if you smile.
Yes.
Because it's something that you don't know how to react. You don't know what to do, to be honest. And of course, I remember very well that I looked like, I don't know the word that to define what I felt in that moment, but it's crazy feelings, it's crazy emotional. But as I told you before, I have to hold that we had at least Bella,
Yes.
which is the most important. One die and one survive, but it's difficult to explain.
How did you explain it all to your other children? They must have been so confused about it.
In the beginning, Gio arriving home and the kids start to say, where's another baby, where's another baby? Of course, Cristiano, I had conversation with him in the day, because he's 12 years old, he knows, he understands everything. And I had a nice conversation with him. We cried together in his bedroom, and he explained, and it's kind of, he didn't understand. He understand, but in the same way, he was a little bit confused. The other ones in the beginning, in the table, the kids start to say, Mom, where is the other baby, blah, blah, blah. And Gio, in the beginning, they start to say, because, you know, she had a little bit belly, because they had two, it's hard process. And after 1 week, I say, you know, let's be frontal, let's be honest with the kids. Let's say that Angel, which is the name, they go to the heaven. It's better to say in that way.
Yeah.
And we start to use in that way. And the kids always understand when we had shots in the table, and they say, Daddy, I did this for Angel, and they point out for the sky, which is I say, and I like it the most, because you know it's part of the lives, and I'm not gonna lie to my kids to say the truth, which was a difficult process. But in the same way, I become more father, more friendly of them. They become more close to his daddy, especially me with Georgine as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, because these things, they can make or break relationships, because the grief can be so intense. It can drive couples apart, or it can bring them closer.
In my case, it was better in that way. I become more friendly of Gio. I was of course friend, but I see more lovely for her and for my kids, and I start to see the life with a different perspective. You understand, which is coming the point of, if you're gonna ask me for sure, the pre-season moments.
Yes.
For example, why I didn't go to the pre-season.
Yes, I'm going to come to that. Yeah.
But it was just to finish in that chapter was the most difficult moment. The last since my dad died, it was this moment that I passed through the last 6 months.
Do you feel your son is with you in spirit? Do you feel that?
For sure. His ashes is with me, like my daddy. They are here in
Really?
my house. Yes. It's something that I want to hold for the rest of my life. I'm not throw to the ocean or to the sea. I keep with me. They are next to my daddy. I don't know if you check. I have a small church down, and
you do?
Yes, I do.
Like a little chapel?
Yes,
Huh?
chapel, and I keep my daddy and my son.
Do you talk to them?
Yes, I do. I talk with them every time, and that they are in my side. They help me to be a better man, to be a better person, to be a better father. And it's something that I'm really, really proud that the message that they send me, especially my son.
Amazing. You had an extraordinary reaction from football fans, obviously from Manchester United, but I think you must have been just so surprised by the outpouring of not just support, but Liverpool fans sang on the 7th minute of their next game, "You'll never walk alone." The cop, the great infamous enemy of Manchester United. What did you feel when you heard that?
I never ever expect that. Never. I had the opportunity now to say, all English community, thank you a lot for that kind of that they had with me, not only Liverpool, but all England. I felt.
I was at Arsenal when you played, and on the 7th minute, the whole crowd
I
were
received
applauding you.
a letter from the Queen family as well.
Really?
Yes, I do. Which is his
From the Queen herself? Or?
yeah family,
Yeah.
and surprised me a lot.
Offering their condolences.
Yes,
Wow.
unbelievable. This is why I say I respect a lot the English community, English people, because they've been very kind with me, and in that difficult moment on my life was spectacular. The way they treat me and my family in that difficult moments. I should say straight to the crowd and thank you to the all English community that helped me in that moment.
When the Queen sadly died in September, you posted a very nice tribute to her. Was part of the reason because of what they had been like with you?
Of course, they've been so kind of with me, and this is why I did what I did. But it was unbelievable moment. I'm never ever gonna forget that moment.
You have a little girl, Bella. She's 6 months old now. Must be a great joy amid all that terrible sadness.
Unbelievable. It was another member in the family. They are the shine of the house, and we are so proud. Me, Georgina, and all my kids. They are very, very proud for them. They are spectacular. A beautiful girl, and we are so happy. We are so happy. We are happy fathers.
You're going to have more?
I'm not thinking now to thinking more kids. I think we done, but we never know. The future only God know. But right now we want to have a break to enjoy these ones because they are little. Bella 6 and the rest they are 5 and Cristiano 12. We want to enjoy a little bit of these ones. Let's see the future.
It's very difficult to play top level football at the best of times. It's a hard business in full public glare of millions of people watching. To have to go back and play after this must have been incredibly hard for you, even with your mental strength. How did you find that?
Difficult, very difficult to play after that. But as I always have good support from my family, and Georgina told me, go to play, go enjoy, to do what you like to do. We're gonna help for you to forget a little bit the situation. It was difficult, but in the same point, I think helps for you to, to don't thinking much about that. Even to training was good, but as you know, the football going so fast, and trainings, games, even the national team, the things going so fast, you don't even have a time to settle and say what's going on, because the things going so fast. But was good. Georgina helped me a lot to give me that possibility to say.
She's a very strong woman.
Yes, she did.
Georgina.
Yes.
I mean, really strong.
Yes.
To just to be your partner is probably not an easy time a lot of the time, with all the attention all the time. But to go through what she's gone through and still get up and be there.
We help each other. But she struggled when she was young, which is she look at life with a different eyes. Even she's young, but she suffer. She born in Argentina. She have his issues with his family as well. She live alone. She have interesting life and histories as well. And she helped me a lot. She's very mature for his age. We help each other. Sometimes when I'm a little bit down, she push me up, and I do it to the other side. So we are a nice couple. We help each other. So I'm really pleased that she's on my side.
Any movement on the wedding bells, Cristiano?
I'm not thinking now about that, but I can see in the future. I think she deserves, but it's something that not coming now in my plans, but in the future, yes, I want.
Coming next, Wayne Rooney, Gary Neville. Ronaldo's got a message for both of you. Four days after this terrible time in your life, United get a new manager, Erik ten Hag. Did you know much about him?
A little bit through Ajax, the job that he did for Ajax.
You end the season with 24 goals for Manchester United, including 18 in the Premier League, 6 in the Champions League. You were second in the Golden Boot for the English football. I mean, by any normal yardstick, that's an incredible performance. And yet you were still getting criticised. It was almost like, well, it's got to be your fault, even though you scored all the goals. Were you as bemused as I was that you were becoming the focal point for the criticism?
I think it's easy to point out when you want to cover other things, to point out Cristiano Ronaldo. It's easy. Everyone know that press, they wanna put me in the first page because they know they will sell more, the interesting will be different. And I'm used to live like that because, you know, I was 37, I know and I learn many things. When you are in the down of the wave, when you are in the top of the wave, you don't realize and you don't see things that you don't see before, which is I appreciate to have bad moments to see which people is in your side, who criticize you more, because they're looking for that. They don't like to see successful people. The people only try to bring negativism. And I felt the last 4 or 5 months that not only for me, but even for my family as well, for Georgina, especially around the world, the press criticize me even more. Sometimes I don't understand why. Even Portuguese press, that they criticize me a lot. I don't understand, but I still believe that the jealousy is part of that. They want to cover many things that helps to shine other things. But listen, Piers, I know I'm 21 years in the top of the game, so I know how it takes. So for me, it's not a problem. It's hard when you are a little bit down to listen to this criticism.
Do you read it all? Do you read newspapers? Do you read social media?
A good thing that I have, I don't like to read because I know 90% of the times they lie. They are garbage. The press, they are garbage. Not all of them, but most of them. They don't say the truth. And they lie. They constant lie and they constant attack me and my family. They're always negativism against my family. Why I'm gonna read? Because I know they try to make me feel bad, me and my family, which is something hard to deal. But in the end of the day, I understand. But it's really, really hard.
The problem you have is you're too famous. You are the most followed human being on Instagram. That you have, I just checked, 495 million followers. I have just under 2 million on Instagram. 8 million on Twitter, so I'm catching you on Twitter slowly, but 400, you're nearly at 500 million followers on Instagram. I mean, that's insane. You're bigger than all the Kardashians put together.
It's good. It's good. I feel proud for that. It means a lot for me because it means that people like me too. I'm charismatic. I think why I'm the number one. Sometimes I ask that question to myself. Why me and not another one?
Why do you think it is?
To be honest, not just only because I play good football, because everyone knows, but I think the rest is relevant. You have to be charismatic. People have to feel some connection with you. I think to be good looking helps too.
I have the same problem. Yeah, I feel the same way.
To be honest, Piers, I don't know the real reason, but I think I'm charismatic and I'm a petitive fruit. I don't know if we...
A what?
A fruit that people want to bite.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can say in English.
Any particular fruit or?
Let's say strawberry. But I don't know the reason.
I mean, what's incredible to me is the power you have.
Appetite fruit.
Appetite fruit.
I don't know if it makes sense in English, but if it don't make sense, you learn.
I'll research appetite fruit, yeah. Okay. I mean, I have a pinned tweet, and it's you telling me I have good abdominals, which is a very good observation, by the way. And it's only 10 seconds long. It's had 43 million views, this clip. So thank you. Because 43 million people I've heard the guy who actually has got good abdominals tell me I've got good abdominals. But it showed me the sheer firepower you have in that world of social media. It's just extraordinary.
Is what I told you before. I have good things, which is you can sell your own product, let's say in that way, but you have to deal with many obstacles in your life too.
Do you care if people hate you? I mean, a lot of people love you, but obviously a lot of people don't. You're so big, you're going to get both. But do you care about the ones who hate Cristiano Ronaldo?
I care the people who like me. I'm not waste time for the people who don't like me. I think it's waste of time. These people, they are not interesting on my life. I like to be around the people who love me. I don't waste my time to see the criticism of people who is next to me, ex-players, for example.
One of your biggest critics has been, and I'm surprised about this.
Me too.
Wayne Rooney,
for example,
who you played with for many years very successfully, and were good friends with him. And yet all this year, 3 or 4 times, he's come out and attacked you in the media.
Piers, I don't understand. You should ask this question to him, but I don't know. I don't know why he criticized me so bad, or I don't believe that he's jealous of me.
He says your behaviour is unacceptable. United should sell you. Blah 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 blah. I mean, it's Wayne Rooney.
It surprised me. It was 1 year ago or 6 months ago here in my house. He pick up his kids here and invite Cristiano to go to his house to play football. I really don't understand people like that, or if they wanna be in the cover of the paper, of the news, or they want a new jobs or whatever.
Is it jealousy as well, perhaps, that you're still playing and still in the
probably,
Man United
probably
red shirt?
Because he finished his career with 30s, so I'm still playing high level. I'm not gonna say that I'm looking better than him, which is true, but
that is inarguable. I mean, there's no contest.
It's hard to listen that kind of criticize and negative about people who play with you. For example, Gary Neville as well.
Yeah, I mean, Gary Neville, you blanked him the other day on the pitch, and he looked quite upset, actually, because he obviously likes being your friend, but he's been pretty critical of you as well.
People can have his own opinion, but they don't really know what's going on, for example, inside the training ground and Carrington area, or even my life. They should listen not only one point of view, they have to listen my point of view as well, because it's easy to criticize, but if you don't know the whole story, it's easy, But it's, Piers, as I say before, it's part of...
Are they still friends of yours, or do you have a line where...
They are not my friends. They are colleagues. We play together. They're not coming. We not have a dinner together, for example. But as I told you, Piers, before, it's part of my journey. They keep criticize me, negativism every time. So I continue my trip. And I have to catch up the people who like me.
Some of your ex-colleagues have been incredibly supportive. Rio Ferdinand has always got your back. Roy Keane always has your back. Whatever happens, he's always supported you and has continued to do so. Does that mean a lot to you?
It means a lot, because I was in the dressing room with them. They are part of my journey in football as well. As I mentioned many times, Roy Keane for me was my best captain ever. Rio Ferdinand helped me a lot. He was my neighbor, I was his neighbor. So very, very good guys. Not just because they speak good about me, but they was there in the dressing room. They are football players. They know how players thinking and the behaves, etc. And to listen ex-colleagues or teammates to criticize you, and they only see one point of view.
Do you feel a bit betrayed when they do that, because you played together?
It's easy to criticize. I don't know if they have a job in television that they must criticize to be more famous. I really don't understand.
Do you think they use your name a bit to get attention?
I think they take advantage of that because they are not stupid. And I really understand, and I have to carry on with my life with criticize or when the people speak good about you. But it's hard when you see people who was in the dressing room with you criticize you in that way.
It must hurt
It's
you.
not good.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, but
A bit.
not hard. I'm not gonna be more slim. I'm not gonna sleep bad because of the criticize. But it's not good to listen that.
Disappointing.
A little bit, yes, disappointing.
Next on Uncensored, expect fireworks and the explosive second half of my 90 minutes with Ronaldo. Your baby daughter's in hospital.
And the president of Manchester United didn't believe the empathy don't exist. The Glazers, they don't care about the club.
What would your message be to Manchester United fans?
The fans for me will be always in my heart.
He was deliberately provoking you.
I didn't felt that he had respect for me.
Cristiano Ronaldo's 12 rules to life.
Why not? Imagine the rest of the rats, they're gonna criticize me too.
I'm just trying to work out how Wayne Rooney could hate you even more.
They only speak about the black sheep, which is me.
They're trying to force you out.
Yes, not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around the club. Yes, I feel betrayed. If you don't have respect for me, I'm never gonna have respect for you.
You think England have a chance?
I have a chance beside Portugal, in my opinion.
That's it, you retire, right?
Yeah, I retired. 100%.
You won't want to miss it. Whatever you're up to, keep it uncensored.